Hi, I'm Mike Mitchell here at Lomanco. We're at Lomanco University, and what we're going to show you today is the Lomanco 750 roof louver family. And we have an array of different products on it, the most popular being the 750 product. And it's a 50-inch net-free area roof louver, and it's been in Canada since the 1980s. It's got a unique design in that it has a high stack inside of it, so that gives it a little bit more extraction power, but that high stack also prevents anything from skipping in and into over the collar and into the to the roof attic. And if you look at the 750, sometimes people say, well, you know, it's designed wrong. The louvers are aimed up at the air. It's going to help water get in there. But really what it does, it almost acts like a cheese grater. If the rain or snow hits it, it's going to separate it quickly, and anything that gets into here is going to come out the bottom. And 50 square inches of net-free area. We emboss it, the metal, and it's aluminum, baked on enamel. Now, we do make it in galvanized also, but the most popular product is aluminum. And we emboss it, and it makes it about 25% stronger just from the work hard than we do when we emboss it. And the 750 will move a lot of air, provided that it has intake. I'll put it on the smokehouse here quickly. I have a little smokehouse here that I use in demos, and I can actually put any kind of vent that we manufacture on it, and I blow wind over the top of it at about 8 miles an hour. And what we really look for is how it performs or in an attic. And I have intake vents here on both sides, and I can put ridge vent, or I can put a turbine, or I can put a roof louver on there. So the important thing is that when we put an exhaust vent on there, that we look to see what is happening at the intake and also at the exhaust level. And with the 750, it's got 50 square inches of net-free area if there wasn't any wind at all. And as the wind starts blowing, you're going to see the Venturi effect take over and start moving air out. So the more you have of these, and the more wind, the more air you're going to get out of an attic. First of all, I'll put it on there without any wind whatsoever. And as you can see, it's starting to ventilate pretty good even without the wind. And again, you can see the intake starting to clear out where it's getting its replenishment air from. Now, as I blow wind over it, you can actually see the intake pick up, and you can see a lot of air being extracted out of it. It's a very good vent. And of course, with the louvers all the way around it, that makes it bird-proof, squirrel-proof, possum-proof, coon-proof, you name it, any kind of critter you can think of. Now, with the Lomanco 700 series, the family, you know, the most popular being the 750 roof louver. Now, we also make them in different sizes. We've had people say, well, I want a 750, but I want lots of flange. Well, we give you flange on this one if you want flange. It has a lot of them, if they're using it on a shake roof, for example, they'll use this one because they'll feel a little bit more comfortable with the shakes around a big flange like that. We do make one that's called a 770D, and really it's about 1 square foot of net-free area. We sell a lot of these in Florida, and they take the place of a vent called a dormer vent. And really, if architects are speccing about 1 square foot of net-free area for a vent, this would make sense. Half of that 770D is a 770. Again, it's just a larger version of the 750. And really what you're doing is, instead of cutting maybe 10 holes in the roof, you may only have to put 6 or 7 holes. It's just got more net-free area, 70 square inches of net-free area. And in some high-end shingles now, the lifetime shingles, the warranties on them say that you've got to have different flashing, and you've got to have different valleys, thicker valleys. Now, we also make a 750 in copper, and it really is a heavy-duty thing, and the price of it is high, but usually when people are putting copper on a roof, they don't ask what the price is, and it's a pretty good margin item, not only for us, but for you, the distributor, and the contractor. And we also make what we call a a 730. So if you've got somebody that's venting a bathroom vent out, through the roof deck, we suggest that they maybe use a 730. We have an adapter that goes with it, and it could be mounted from the inside and hook the hose up, or from the deck side you could mount it and hook the hose into it. It takes a 3 or 4 inch hose on it. And what it does is, if you're using 750s, you keep the same profile on the roof. And if you're in some places that use a lot of galvanized, we do make one. It's a tank. It's a 750G, we call it, and it is a heavy-duty galvanized. And we do make that. So we have a whole array of things that we make in the 750 family. Again, we probably sell about 10 to 1 the 750 versus the other ones. And again, I want to reiterate that we have calculators and we have books that will show you how many of these you need based upon the attic floor space that you have in a home. These are available from CanCell or directly from Lomanco. They're free, and they will actually tell you, based on the attic floor space in the area you're trying to ventilate, how many of these roof louvers you would need to meet code, to protect the shingle warranty, to protect your insulation. And on the back side, it will tell you how much intake you need to balance that out. And of course, whenever we're talking about the amount to use, it's the minimum amount required. So you can't overventilate your house. What you're really trying to do is get this temperature in here to equal the temperature outside. Therefore, you don't get any condensation buildup in here.